So this is the landing page for my single page web application, Mysophobia. It's an app for people to use so that they're made aware of which restaurants to avoid in particular areas should they not meet their minimum acceptable health score requirements. It was made using JavaScript, HTML, CSS, jQuery, and the Google Maps, Google Street Views, and geocoding APIs. So as the page loads, drop-down lists for the zip code and health scores are populated via JavaScript, and the Google map is drawn and centered on Atlanta. So users will go and select a zip code from the drop-down menu as well as their minimum acceptable health score. In future versions, I hope to include a larger number of zip codes into the working database so that users can, instead of selecting from this drop-down menu, they'll enter any zip code and receive relevant restaurant information. But currently, we're only able to get a select number of zip codes. So yeah, when the user hits the submit button, the zip code and health score are used to create an array with the restaurants that are at or below the minimum health score. The zip code is used to draw the map centered on the zip code using Google Maps JavaScript API. And the array of restaurants is used to populate and display a list of offenders table containing the name, address, and health score. And it also adds the markers to the map for each restaurant. So clicking an individual marker will display a little pop-up window. Hang on, let me get it in view. Yeah, it displays a little pop-up window that has it has a little picture, it has the address, has the name, and the relevant health score information. And the image is also pulled from the Google Street View API. So if you'll notice here, the markers are 3 separate colors: yellow, green, or red. That's depending on the restaurant score's relation to the minimum health score. So if a user chose a minimum health score of, let's say, 90, and the lowest score of the restaurants in that zip code is 60, restaurants from 90 to 80 will have a green marker. Restaurants from 79 to 70 would have a yellow marker, and anything lower than that would have a red marker. Anything lower than 70 would have a red marker.